表喎，有我哋全新嘅人馬啦。咁除咗我哋有全新人馬之外咧，我哋今日等陣間仲會我哋全級嘅中六同我一齊敬拜。咁點解咧？因為今日係我哋 last day 之前最後一次嘅敬拜嘅崇拜啦。所以咧，我哋好希望咧邀請坐喺電視機面前嘅你啦、手機面前嘅你啦，都同我哋一齊敬拜嘅。
好啦，首先第一首 Here I Am to Worship。係咪好好聽咧？
我哋班師兄師仔要畢業啦喎，希望咧我哋各位師弟妹繼續保持住你哋嘅信心，繼續去努力讀書，向前走。我哋一齊唱信心啦！而家去。
幻變如滄海般孤單，你我望你心潔淨。
每分跟每刻主將我念記，你加添信心牽起我自信心，一切是美。繁星般心醉，有着你，有着愛重燃起，全然犧牲，神大愛，曾在幽谷領我上高山，無言奉上，全份愛，為我世人可記起。 was dissatisfied. I was lost and I was hopeless for my life. One day you came to love and sacrifice, save my life, comfort me with your love. Every time I pray for your existence, you show us that you are faithful, worth to trust. All things are bright like the stars in the sky. With your love, in your name, I'm alive. We hold each trust, amazing love. You forgive us by your precious love. You give your life to all men and was risen from the dead. You are above. We are your loving daughters and sons. Forever in your name we praise.
唯獨有你會照顧愛護，能望見你放開同悲歡一起。
You are the one, forgive our sins, make us clean. You broke the chains, make us alive, set us free. We hold in trust, amazing love. You forgive us by your precious love. You gave your life to all men and was risen from the dead. You are God. We are your loving daughters and sons. Forever in your name we praise. 感激有你，心充滿主恩，再度回味。我放手，父神定帶領。
Did Jesus actually say that it's good to be sad? Hey guys, it's me again, Douglas, and today we're going to be continuing in our talks about the Beatitudes. Yeah, those 8 different blessings that Jesus was talking about. You know, he's talking about 8 different people who seemed really unfortunate, but were actually really blessed. And the one we're talking about today is where Jesus said, "Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted." Now that word mourn means like those who are sad, right? Sometimes we use that word mourn like mourning, not like early in the day, but M-O-U-R-N. Like you might mourn when someone close to you dies. So Jesus is pretty much saying that blessed are those who are sad. And you know, in all these Beatitudes, Jesus is talking about this idea of like how to find true happiness, right? And it seems like for most of us, if we're looking for true happiness, we're just trying to not be uncomfortable. Like we think that if we run away from uncomfortable situations or uncomfortable feelings, that's how you can be happy. But you don't find true comfort by running away from what's uncomfortable. You find true comfort by running to God. And you know, it seems like it should make sense if you say that it's uncomfortable in that direction, you should just go the opposite direction of what's uncomfortable, and that's where you'll find comfort. But that's not really how it works. Sometimes it's okay and even necessary to be sad. God loves you and he wants what's best for you. And so you might think, well, if God loves me, then he never wants me to be sad. But he does. There are some times where we need to be sad. You know, like, have you ever had a really good cry? You know, it seems like an oxymoron. It seems like an opposite. Like, good cry seems like an opposite. But sometimes it can really, really help to just cry and cry and cry about something that makes you sad. And it's not going to make you feel better to just pretend that you're not sad. That doesn't help at all. I think especially boys, this is kind of hard for because, you know, you got to be tough, right? But no, Jesus says, blessed are those who mourn. It's okay to be sad. Jesus was sad. You know, there's this time in the Bible where Jesus' friend Lazarus died. And his sister, you know, Lazarus' sisters and their friends, they were all very sad that Lazarus died. And they said, you know, Jesus, maybe you could have saved him if you were here. And later on, Jesus does bring Lazarus from the dead. He didn't need to save him before he died. He could raise him from the dead. And Jesus knew this the whole time, but the fact that Jesus' friends were sad made him sad. The shortest verse in the whole Bible says Jesus wept, or Jesus cried. And he didn't cry because Lazarus was dead and that was the end of Lazarus. No, he knew he'd come back, but he was sad because his friends were sad. I think that when Jesus says, blessed are those who mourn, it's not just blessed are those who are sad. It's blessed are those who are sad about what makes God sad. And so one thing that makes God sad is, well, sad situations. When you're sad, that makes God sad. And when other people are sad, that makes God sad. So you and I should care about what's happening to other people. If someone comes to you and they say, oh, I had this really terrible day and this really sad thing happened, God isn't saying that you should be like, oh, don't worry, get over it, it's not a big deal. No, it's okay for them to be sad, and we should be sad for them and help them through it. And if something sad has happened to you, it's okay to feel bad about it. Because sometimes the path to happiness goes through this valley of sadness, and that's okay. And another thing that makes God sad is our sin. When you and I do things that God tells us not to do, that makes him sad. And that should make us sad too. Now, I'm not saying that we should just give up or that we should stay sad forever, but we should take seriously the things that Jesus takes seriously. We should be sad for what makes God sad. And so my challenge to you guys today is not that you would just give up and be sad all the time, but my challenge is that you would allow yourself to be sad. Allow yourself to feel bad about what makes God sad. Because actually, that is the path to true happiness, true comfort. It's not running away from what's uncomfortable. It's running to God. Because Jesus said, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Hey guys, I hope you liked this video. And hey, in the comment section, I want to hear from you guys today because we're talking about, it's okay to be sad, right? And so in the comments, I want to hear from you. I want to hear, is there a movie that you like to watch that makes you sad every time? Maybe you cry every time you see this movie, but you love it so much that you keep going back and keep watching this movie. Is there a movie or like a scene in a movie that you can think of that always makes you cry? I want to hear from you guys. And again, like I said, it's okay to cry. It's good to cry even. So yeah, what's a movie that makes you cry but you still love it?